Sure.
Hey, you two, thanks for tuning back in. Chase Games here, and today I'm live with TropicalVisions. He is here to school me in Arena because I'm a scrub. But we also have this occasion to discuss the first year anniversary settings in JP, and he has thoughts as well. So take the floor, Tropical. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Sure thing. Hi, I'm Tropical. Um, let's see, what do I say? We just kind of had an idea. I'm not a very high CP player, but I'm passionate about Arena, and we just had an idea maybe to be able to help others out in Arena, see what kind of tips or something I can give, and see if people can have more fun with Arena through this.
Yeah, so I just pulled up. Let me send you this link. This just got put on the Reddit. And this is what I'm going to have up on my screen. This seems to be a pretty good rundown of what's happened, what's changing. My thing is, obviously, I'm very pessimistic. I think we've all learned that by now, but this feels like a band aid more than a solution, but it is definitely a whole lot better than nothing.
Yeah, I saw that too. I think some of the changes are pretty good in there.
Mm.
Which ones concerned you the most?
Let me see. I'm not like terribly excited about the additions to the general pool. It is good enough. I guess I'd feel better if there was a system like, I don't know, after 6 months, non-boss and hero units enter the general pool. Right now I'm underwhelmed by Queen Slime and Lionheart. They are good. Killing Machine, until he gets a bloom, I think he's irrelevant. I think Killing Machine is outdated on global right now. 6 months in the future, even more. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, killing machine is pretty niche. I have a pretty strong killing machine, and even I don't bring him
Ex-
too many weeks to the arena.
yeah, because I think he
So,
has a good defense, but his HP is abysmal, right?
I don't think his HP is the problem. I think his main problem is the move three,
Oh
and
yeah.
he has like his strongest thing that he can do is the rolling attack to a general party. Like if
Mhm.
you're trying to target more people, and he doesn't get any passive attack buffs or anything.
Now, do you
So
remember?
to
Have
me,
you ever
that's
paid attention? Is his rolling attack actually better than Boreal Serpent's?
um it has the same damage modifier, so it's going to
Oh, I know
depend
it's
on
I
who
know
has
it's the
the
same
higher attack.
move. I don't know. D Boreal Serpent might get. I know that his awakening perks go towards it. Um, I don't know if Killing Machines go to his rolling or his Crackle Slash, but um, I think Boreal Serpent's better at the AOE thing, and then Crackle Slash is just not good enough for the main move on an S unit now. It's fine, but like when it's only 3 movement and then like their big elemental attack is just one, it's like you're just better off with the Boreal Serpent, I think.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like if you have a highly awakened Boreal Serpent, that unit is just oh man, that unit is just really good.
Yeah, I am a little spoiled. I
I
do have mine at 4 awakening, so yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't have a Boreal Serpent at all, so I've been making do without it, but I have seen it in action.
I was very low on it before it came out. I'm like, dude, guys, it's just so it doesn't have an elemental attack that's worth anything. And then I'm like, oh, geez, non-elemental damage matters too. That's why like I didn't understand why people are excited about Sauron. It's like, oh, Psy Cannon's always good in arena. Like,
Hmm.
but anyway, oh, so the general pool that's added, Dragwar's in, which is good. Dragwar is a unit that I like. I have him at 0 awakening, so it's hard to be excited about him. But he's not bad. The thing is that Whoosh is right up there with Frizz element on like, yes, we have a bunch of things that do Whoosh damage. So can I afford to put orbs into him? I don't feel like I can. Um, but he does seem just built for arena.
Yeah, Dragor is really good for arena, especially with the few awakenings. I think my thoughts on that on the new S ranks in the general, the reason, and this is just my thoughts. The reason I think it's a good idea that they didn't add the 65 weight units in, like now with the new units, they're already gonna have a pretty big general pool, and you got to think of the players that are just starting to. It's probably enough to keep them excited, and if all the units in that pool are 50 weight, it just makes things less confusing.
Yeah, because honestly, what I really wanted to see the most, and it doesn't mean that this isn't happening, or maybe it just won't be as often as I like. I'm tired of the single featured unit system. I'm also, it's just what I'm used to. It's a big meme. I like comparing everything to Dokkan Battle, but I think that we need more multi-featured unit banners. You can have a higher rate on the featured unit if you want, because the summon rates aren't high enough in this game that it's going to be too generous if they put, leave. So now the featured unit's going to be at 1%. By the way, that's a change. Apparently the S rank rate is up to 4%, features at 1. And I don't think it's asking too much for them to put maybe some side characters in there at like maybe a 25%, like a 0.25% summon rate or something like that. We need some things in it. It needs to not just be either the featured unit or general pool, because we're gonna be at the same point. Like at 6 months with me having spent some money, I'm already tired of most of the general pool S ranks. I haven't pulled and awakened all of them, but it's good enough so that when I don't get the featured unit, it feels like a waste to me. I'm not very happy to see most of the general pool. And I feel like this change, adding these, I think it's like 8 or 9 units being added, JP's going to be the exact same situation in about 6 months. Anybody that spends money on the game, unfortunately the people that do need to be catered to, are going to be like, great, well now I'm back to this system where I summon for the featured unit, and if I don't get it, I hate whatever else I pull. You know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But yeah, so I just want to see more units on banners. Or, it's going to be where we have to wait every 2 or 3 months for them to have a special banner. Which might just be what you have to do. I mean, free-to-play gems, obviously it's not something they're going to put in here, but I feel like first anniversary after this, they need to start being more generous with gems, because even though they give us a lot of free pulls and stuff, the fact that like you can only do a stamp card every 3 or 4 months in this game. I don't think they give us enough free gems, especially to be as stingy as they are sometimes.
Yeah, I think like if you barely do refreshes like me, I think one stamp card could be like at 2.5, 3 months. So at least, wait, no, yeah, about 2.5, 3 months. So then if you're looking at their new pity system, which is half of what it used to be, I guess you could save for 4 months and get a copy. So that's at least nice, because as you know, I was talking about it before. I'm gonna be saving up like up to 100,000 free player gems just to guarantee that I get Killing Machine 2.
Oh yeah.
So the change is gonna be good for gem savers like me.
Now, did you I'm highlighting on my, well, you're probably not watching my stream. It's too disorienting to see me like 10 seconds later, but the pity system at 150, did you note that that resets when you get the S rank? It's not like you can't pull him along the way and then also get a copy at 150. It's if you get him within the first 149 pulls, that's it. That's your copy. The pity system resets.
Yeah, like I remember just reading that recently, and that was a little bit disappointing. But it's still a bad luck shield, I guess. But it's not as good as it could have been if they just halved it in general, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. No, it's definitely better. Obviously, a big improvement. It just feels like it's pulling teeth to get them to not be stingy. Because again, like, I mean, gems are not cheap enough or flowing enough that they have to be like this, just pulling teeth to get them to give us something. But I would imagine this goes along with the current stamp system being unmodified, so that I mean, you'll still you got this extra pity thing So honestly, with this system right now, as long as you don't have if you pull one copy of the featured unit along the way, well, like without the 150 pity, this will guarantee you 3 featured units on a stamp card. I don't know how it works if you go to pity every single time, and then like if you pity after 150 pulls and then you don't get them in another 150 pulls. I don't know how the guaranteed slot works at the end. I would imagine you'd only get 2, but knowing that you'll get at least 3 featured on 3 stamp cards is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, if I had to assume, I'd say, and this is a tough assumption to make, but maybe it's a little bit like a game I play called Hearthstone. So how it would maybe have it is when you get it, it resets 150 from that point.
Mm.
That's what I think would make the most sense, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, no. What I'm talking about is yeah. So if you get like halfway through the stamp, like if you hit the 150 pity on your way through 3 stamp cards to get the you know, if you want the guaranteed S rank at the end, will the 150 pity mess up? I mean, will that also your 150th pull will also be the guaranteed pity at the end of 3 stamp cards? That's what I'm wondering about. I don't know if they're going to be dicks on that. If you go to pity twice in a row on a stamp card, I don't know. I assume the worst, but like I said, the fact that you're possibly guaranteed, without but the shittiest luck, that you're guaranteed 3 featured units filling out a stamp card, that's actually pretty generous for whales. For whales, that's actually extremely generous. For mid-tier players, it's still like, I'm not doing 3 stamp cards on most banners. I don't think I could do 3 stamp cards on any banner. I mean, that's well over $500.
It is, yeah, because isn't it like 250 per
Uh,
each time around?
250 will get you over 30,000 gems, but yeah, like if you had 0 gems and you were only buying $80 packs, yeah, it costs 250 American to get enough for 3. So you'll have some left over. I can't remember how much. I think you get like no, the pack is for 11,700 stones, so you'd have 5,100 stones left over. So you might only have to buy like 8 packs for. We'll say that you have to buy 8 packs for a full 3 stamp cards. That's $650. Or I'm gonna call it 650 because tax is it's 640, but tax is definitely gonna put it over 650.
Yeah, that's
So,
pretty fair.
I mean, yeah, you're still, let's just round up $700 for 3 stamp cards. That's too much. But then again, the stamp card system makes individual multis feel really bad in this game. That's not something I'm used to. Like, again, I talk about Dokkan too much. It feels weird to complain about the stamp system, but in reality, now if I have 6,000 gems, it's like I can't touch this banner. In Dokkan, they don't have a stamp system, so it's like, all right, I could just summon whenever I want, So, I don't know. The stamp system is actually starting to feel bad, but maybe that's me being way too whiny.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about the stamp system. I think with these changes, it should be decent. I quickly wanted to touch on the point you said you wanted to have more. I guess we could call them like party packs, where it's like you get a lot of banner units in one banner. I think it's good that they do that fairly often, but there's still gonna need to be a difference because depending on your goals, there are some people out there that are gonna want the banners with the one specific unit they're looking for, right? And then there are gonna be other people like collectors and CP chasers and everything that want just like a party pack of many different units.
Oh yeah, no, that's for sure. So, all right, so if we're gonna go with the 4% rate, and this is all, I mean, I'm just being silly here. This is all speculation, but so if it's 4% rates, if they split it down the middle, and then say, so you still leave the featured unit at 1%, and then you have 4 older characters that aren't in the general pool, each at a 0.25% summon rate, and then you've got 2% to split between the whole general S pool, which is basically what we're at already. I mean, it's at 2.3% right now, so you actually slightly lower the chance on all of the old banner units. But again, we've already hit the point where getting anything from the general pool just feels bad. This will be a little band-aid, but in 6 months, you're not going to be happy to pull Sly and Heart, Killing Machine, Dread Dragon, etc. Actually, I'm still not happy to pull Dread Dragon today. But I don't think that's too much, and it's going to keep it exciting. You know that whenever you see that ticket, now you have a 50-50 chance to get something that you care about, and 50. You still have that same 1 in 4 chance to get the featured, but even if you don't get that, you still have another 1 in 4 chance of getting something that isn't just the general pool. I think that's a really simple thing that they could just do right now, but obviously we're not going to see anything like that for a while if they do that. But yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, that you wouldn't want to mess up the current system where you have the highest chance of getting the featured unit.
Oh yeah, and I think I misunderstood what you said initially then, because yeah, that change would be good. Like if they don't mess with the featured unit pull rate and they just maybe mess with the general unit pull rate, that's fine, right? But I think if people want a specific featured unit, then that rate's got to stay the same, right?
Like I
But
said,
no, that could be a good suggestion.
Yeah, in my mind, the problem is that if you don't get the featured, you're already not happy with this pull. Like the addition, it is. By the way, I didn't go over it with you. So Killing Machine, Sly and Heart, Dread Dragon. So all things I don't really care about. Queen Slime, there, and then Trick Gretzel, Juliante, and Santa Leela. I think that'll be Crystalinda in there. So the holiday units, we've only gotten one of those 3 yet. The holiday system is a whole other thing. I won't drag you into that, but I'm not happy with the holiday event system in global. And then Draguar, that's the thing I'm happiest to see the most. But honestly, I think Draguar and the holiday units are the only thing I'm happy about. The slimes actually leave me underwhelmed, but they're good to have in there. Anyway, yeah, even with these units being in there, it's just not going to take long with the current banner system to not be satisfied pulling one of these guys,
Mm-hmm.
And the A rank rate is going from 12 to 14%. That's cool. Yeah, that's just a straight up buff. Although I'm actually very upset. C ranks is down to 46% from 49. This is bullshit, and I won't stand for it.
No more salamander fries.
Jesus.
I guess less.
I knew they'd fuck it up somewhere, man. Obviously, sarcasm. That's how it has to work, guys.
What is the July 26th to August 6th Fortune Quest daily? I wonder what that's going to be.
I was hoping you were going to tell me. Fortune Quest. I mean, it's going to be some kind of daily. I think quest would mean a stage. It's or does quest mean a mission? I'm not sure when it translates, but I imagine it's going to be some stones or something. This is the first anniversary, so I think it's going to be something to get some free stones. But who could say gems rather? So you're reading the first anniversary event. Double experience, gold, and rank up materials, just throughout the whole thing. That's cool. Higher difficulty daily. The Metal Fest daily. I think that we're going to have the special Metal Fest. And then the daily is going to have a higher difficulty. That's neat. I'm not excited about it, but okay, good. And then, there's going to be 11 days of double rewards for skill up and hard mode, which I would say everybody needs to spend, it's going to cost 270 stam, I think. 30 stam for 9 things each. That's, unless you want to also use gems to refill your attempts, it could be 540, but that's going to cost you 270 gems as well. But anyway, the double rewards for hard mode, I'm definitely going to farm that up. And double rewards for skill up. I'm not sure. Is that just must mean tomes, I think. If it's double rewards for tomes, that's
Yeah,
actually relevant because not only is that always good, it's usually 1.5 times drop and not double. So,
oh yeah, so if they double up that's gonna be insane. Like I already like farming those events, but 2 times is gonna be nice.
yeah. And then, so they're going to have, just like the 6 month, they're going to have 100 free tickets for logging into the first anniversary. We'll have the standard and limited monsters excluding some. Oh, yeah, back to whining about the pity system. I don't know if you pull that. Not all banners will have that 150 pity system. I don't know how they're going to use that to screw people, or if it's just like something that they're reserving and maybe they don't use very often. I don't know. But I imagine that will come back to fuck us sometime.
No, if you go and read up what I think it actually means, see, so when it says only, so I think it just means that as usual the tac tickets and stuff won't count towards it. That was my understanding. But
Oh, it already said that. It only works with
oh,
10
it's
pulls, not tickets, not singles. But yeah, it seems they're reserving the right to not have that active on every banner. They have that
okay.
clearly noted. So, yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, maybe it's like they don't put it on big holiday multi-featured ones. Like I understand that maybe. I don't know. But it's I don't know. We'll see how it works out. No need to shit on it, but that is there. Oh,
Percy's pointed out something in the comments that actually he might have brought up a good point. He says, "I assume the banner A ranks, like lethal armor, will be added to the general pool also."
oh
Now,
yes,
now
no,
that would be a pretty good chain.
yes, that
I think.
I'm more excited about that than the other ones actually, than the general S rank pool. Um, oh, and then did you see the update to the beginner mission?
I don't think so. What is that one? The
It's
new
just a small
beginning.
thing. The new beginner mission reward is a ticket that you can exchange for a boss or hero character. Those characters introduced before April started. Um,
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
okay, so I'm not sure what that excludes. April for Japan must have been like it was before DQ7, I think. Um, that's got to be up to like their Beast or Dragon Festival or something like that. I think that's Dragon Fest and before. I'm not too sure.
So I think that's really good. Like new players will get to choose their favorite villain or hero, whatever, and then
Yeah.
the rest of us will probably get to choose an awakening for a unit that we need. So I think that's really good.
Yeah, because
Really
that's the
good
other
bonus.
thing is I like in reality it's not unfair for older players that have already done that to not get it. But I would think that they would have to refresh that for all the old players too if they're making the change that big. So I mean, obviously we're going off a translation here. I don't know if it's the ticket we get from the beginner mission that didn't let us pick a unit, right? We just got to do a summon for one S rank for the general pool. So I don't know if we're gonna get to pick here. That's what it says, but that's just translation. I would imagine that we're just getting a random unit from that pool.
Oh, for I really hope I really hope we get to pick because
It would be really
the
sick
hero
if we
pool
got
is
to
getting
pick. Yeah,
so big that if it's random, that might be a pretty useless ticket.
like I said, that's one of the things. If it works like that, where you get to pick, like that's one of the things where this game can be so generous. It's just so bad for all of the paid resources. Like anything to do with scouting, it always leaves something to be desired. But like the rest of it, like the unit quality and some of the systems and rewards they have set up, it's so like, how could you ever complain about this game? I mean, obviously, I'm a huge pessimist, but they're so generous on some things. Then anything to do with summoning and paid stuff, they're like, we're gonna give you the absolute bare minimum. Uh, I don't know. Again, I'm a big whiner.
Yeah, so
Um,
I guess it would have been good if they specified that because, like you said, obviously it'll make a big difference whether you get to choose it or whether it's random, right? Like that's gonna make a huge difference.
I think it'll be obvious in a couple of days. I'll have to come back and touch on it. Like I said, this is going off a translation from a video, and translating from
Yeah.
Japanese is their language just works differently from ours, from what I understand. So translating is not always very easy, especially if you're using like Google Translate. Google Translate gets you like the gist of something. You have to have a very fluent Japanese speaker to actually let you know what's going on.
Yeah.
All right, so we got information on the DQ6 event. New Battle Road, new quests, of course. Gems and Nocturnus ticket for logging in. Yep. Let me see. DQ6 themed quests and bosses. Duh. New units. Okay, here's the big thing. Carver, Hassan, I think that's the big muscly dude. He is farmable. He's free. He's an S rank. We got our first free non-arena S rank, I believe. I don't think we've gotten a free S rank outside arena units so far.
The brides, but you're saying max awakenable, right?
Yes,
Okay.
and they do seem to have. I saw an image in the Discord that they have. Let me see if I can pull it up here. That's not what I want. I know. I'm just pulling it up on my screen. Sorry. Actually, I'll share it with you. Actually, I don't think I. Yeah. Anyway, it's in Platt's Discord. This picture of car. Oh, I gotta. On my screen, it's not even. Crap. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So they show a little bar for how awakened he is. I don't know what the relevance of this is. There seems to be some kind of unique, like something out of the missions tab, maybe, or an event tab for him. It looks like maybe you'll get extra crystals for him when you hit certain marks of awakening him or completing other objectives. But yeah, they've got a bar for how awakened Carver is, which is cool. That's another, it's a nice polish thing. It's a nice quality of life thing. I don't know. It's the kind of thing that you don't appreciate until you don't have it.
Yeah, it's definitely more on the polished side, and I don't know if this is just for him or if that's the way they're going to do it going forward, but I'd say maybe it's just for this guy.
Yeah, it's hard to say because I definitely it looks cool. I like it. I actually. All right, so this is the little thing. I feel like they were experimenting in this current event we have on Global Dragon Quest V. I'm not crazy about summoning Awakening Crystals. Now, on the other hand, like Platt said, that he loved it because now he doesn't have to wait through the animation every time he recruits one more unit. Me, I'm worried about when I'm at like Awakening 4 and I have to actually pay attention to how many crystals I've gotten since going in. I don't like having to go to the Awakening tab and putting the copies into them. How do you feel? Yeah.
I would say as far as preference goes, I do definitely prefer, like you said, the natural way and the way we're used to. But what I know from Japan is that they're not like permanently switching. The weird thing is they kind of experiment and they're gonna do like where half of them you level up the natural way that you're used to, and then half of them you level up with shards. And I don't know, maybe other people prefer the shards way, but it does seem like more work, right? Instead of them just giving you giving you the copy. Yeah.
And then on top of that, I don't know. I just my Slan rate has not been good, but that's just all RNG. So, but I'll tell you this. I've already talked about this a lot. Dude, I love these towers in DQ5. I love, first of all, just it being really simple where the units are. Okay, you farm 21 through 25 for the new units in Talon Tower, or you every one of the very hard stages. There's 5 of them on Nightmare Tower has one of the new units, and the weapons. It's just so simple. I love it because in other events I've complained like they need to have some kind of in-game news for where I go to farm one of these damn units. I shouldn't have to go to the Reddit or the wiki or something to see what stage to go to for the new unit instead of just scrolling through all of them. So I love that change.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's pretty good though. Even before, didn't they have under the event quests, they kind of told you where to get the first copy or whatever on normal and hard, and then you can
Yes.
just assume it's the same stages for very hard. So it wasn't too bad before either.
No, it wasn't too bad, but it's just like, dude, I don't trust my memory at all. It's like, wait, was this thing on 4.3 or 3.4 or 2.5? It's a little thing, but like, yeah, I just wish they had a little info tab that's like, go here to farm the monster. I'm always on the side that things need to be set up for morons. Other than warning labels on toxic products, I think those should not have warning labels. But as far as gotchas, I think they should be made for stupid people. All right. So anyway, I think I'm not gonna end anything with you. We're gonna. He's Tropical Visions kind enough to tell me why and how I'm bad at arena. But as far as these this first anniversary thing, any other things to add? I know obviously I've done most of the talking and whatnot.
As far as this, I think you pretty much covered everything. I'm just gonna try to think if I missed anything or if there was anything I wanted to say. Because we covered like yeah, one of the parts that got me more excited obviously was the S rate rank increase.
Mhm.
The shield is going to be kind of good for most people. The A rank's getting added in.
Mhm. Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, other than that, in a few days we'll find out what the fortune quest is because yeah, it's probably just some type of resource. But I'm
Mm.
like, well, what if it's like where you spin like a wheel of fortune kind of thing and it gives you a unit? But I don't think.
Mm. Also the bloom system is relatively new there, which takes materials, so it could be materials for that. Yeah, it might not be gems, but we'll find out soon. It's just one part of the anniversary. So I get, I'll just ask again. Are you happy with the? All right. So like I said, part of the problem is that the total S rank rate doesn't matter nearly as much as a featured rate. But so S ranks, the general S rate, like the total S rate rank. Yeah, you guys know what I mean. Went from 3 to 4. That's a 33% increase. And then the featured actually went from zero point 0.7. Was it yeah, it was exactly zero point 0.7, I think. 0.7 to 1, so that's almost a 50% increase. We'll say a 45% increase, which is I think a 1% featured rate is actually very good. Um,
Mhm.
but the total still being at 4 is underwhelming. I think they could have gone to 5 easily. I don't know. Um,
I think so too. Yeah, five was the number I had in my head
yeah,
as well.
it's just logical. Yeah. I still think yeah you can say the game is too new to go up to 10% rates. It's just the game doesn't really work like that. But yeah, it just felt bare minimum to me. But yeah, if so, it's not confirmed that they're adding in all of the added S ranks, uh, A ranks. But I mean, they'd have to because these things are no longer going to have banners for the most part. So the A ranks have to be in the general pool. So that's actually exciting me more than anything else. Um, just out of memory, help me out with this. Killing machine means lethal armor. Slain heart means
Lemon slime.
lemon slime.
No,
Yes, lime slime.
lime
Yeah.
slime.
What's that?
Lime slime.
Yes, lime slime. Yes, that's the one with the magic barrier multi. Queen slime. That means Drake slime. That's pretty cool. Although that guy didn't end up being as useful as I wanted. Um, Dread dragon. Do you remember that one?
Oh man, if I had to guess, I think it's that knight,
It's probably a
that
knight. Yeah.
demon. Yeah.
Oh no, it's the knight. It's the hybrid knight. It's the caster, physical one that's just ass. Yeah. Uh, Trick Gretzel and Santa Lilet. I don't know. I don't pay that much attention to JP. Juliante means tortured soul, which is only relevant because he gets a talent bloom, so that's actually pretty good. Dragwar. This is all on you, man. I don't remember Dragwar.
Yeah, I didn't pull for Drigor either, but I'm trying to remember. I think it was that unicorn, and then the only other
Yes.
one I can remember is the Santa Leeslet one because it was pretty cool. I used to actually play Japan a little bit before this game came out because I wanted to kind of try it out. And the A
Oh,
rank that you get with the Santa Lislet is actually really nice because it's gold golem, so you get to complete the golem collection.
oh, nice. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. And then yeah, so the only one we don't know is Trick Gretzel, and I don't know. It's gonna be some Halloween unit, probably like a ghost or something. So, all right. Well, anyway, don't go anywhere, Tropical. But I'm gonna end my first anniversary review here. Thank you so much for doing this with me, bud. I really appreciate it. You wanna sign off?
Oh yeah, no problem, man. It's my pleasure.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll see you here more, and we're gonna have a how-to arena video coming up very soon. Later, guys.